All right, old school NBA fans, self-researched NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. I want to send a special thanks out to Bovetti and also Psychum2539 for the super thanks. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys both so much for your generosity. I very much appreciate it. The idea that you guys get something out of this channel means everything, really. So thank you. In this video here, which I find kind of interesting, I call this the Curse of LeBron James. And what I mean is, there have been several promising players that did really well before playing with LeBron James. You know, may have did well or not while they played with LeBron James, but then after they were done playing with LeBron, that was it. It was like a career ruiner. But to say that, oh, well, of course, they stopped playing with LeBron. They were doing stuff before LeBron James, period. And maybe it's just a series of coincidences or a series of just bad luck. I don't know. But either way, any way you want to look at it, there is some real curses going on. All right, let me get into it. The first player that I took a look at was Drew Gooden. Now, Drew Gooden, he was a decent player, almost kind of like a Carlos Boozer kind of player. Maybe not quite the scorer, but, you know, somewhere in that realm. Well, he played with LeBron James from 2005 to 2008, from age 23 to 26. So that's pretty much the beginning of your prime. In 2008, he was playing with Cleveland. He was averaging 11.3 points and 8.3 rebounds. He gets traded. He goes to the Bulls. Immediately, his points go up to 14 a game, and his rebounds up to 9.3. So, again, I'm just saying, I mean, the numbers are better without LeBron. And he couldn't really put anything together for the rest of his career. In 2012, he had a little bit of a renaissance, I guess you could say. He averaged 13.7 points per game for the whole season in 56 games at age 30. He was battling injuries and yada yada. But again, he played with LeBron, and afterwards his career just never really got on track. And you can come up with any reason you want for that. I don't know the answer either. But it's a lot of players, young, promising players that went through this. Larry Hughes. This one here might be one of the worst ones. In 2005, the year before playing with LeBron James, Larry Hughes was averaging 22 points, 6.3 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and 2.9 steals per game. Now this 2.9 steals right here, this right here was the most of the entire decade of the 2000s. And it also tied Scottie Pippen's career high of 2.9 steals per game. Speaking of Scottie Pippen, just so we have an understanding of what Larry Hughes could have been, in the second three-peat, this is Scottie Pippen's numbers. 19.6 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 5.8 assists, and 1.8 steals. So he's getting 3.4 less points than Larry Hughes. He's getting 0.3 of a rebound less than Hughes. He's getting 1.1 more assists, and he's getting 1.1 less steals. Now, obviously, I'm not saying Larry Hughes was better than Scottie Pippen, but I'm just saying this guy is giving you Scottie Pippen production. He could have been your Scottie Pippen. But what happened? Larry Hughes played with LeBron from 06 to 08. He was 26 to 28 years old, okay? And then after he leaves, he was like 29, I think it was. He was 29 years old when he left playing with LeBron. And this is a guy, like I said, at 25 years old, is giving you Scottie Pippen production. on offense and defense. He may not have been the team defender that Pippen was, but he was a really good on-the-ball defender. Quick, long, the whole thing. After he left LeBron, he never averaged over 12 points a game again. What happened? You know what I mean? And again, don't tell me it's because, he didn't play with the GOAT anymore. He was giving you this on Washington. The most steals of any player in the decade. I mean, this guy had a lot of promise. Okay, next example. Mo Williams. Now, Mo Williams wasn't a great player, but he was not bad at all. He was a really good player to have, as like a number 2 scorer or, like a number 3 player, whatever. Not bad at all. The year before he plays with LeBron, Mo Williams has given you 17.3 points per game. He was on Utah, okay? He then goes to Cleveland, plays with LeBron. In those 2 years combined, he gives 16.8 points per game. So about the same production. I mean, half a point. That's fine, whatever. No need to squabble over that. But Mo Williams never cracked 15 points per game again. And that was from age 29 on for the rest of his career. So either he's one of these few players that once they hit 29 or 30, they're done. Or maybe there's something else going on. I don't know what it is. But it starts to mount up after a while. All these players that just weren't the same after playing with LeBron James. They were good before playing with him. Some of them were good while playing with him. But afterwards, they fall apart. I don't know if it's the system they played in, whatever it was. There's just too many to be a coincidence. But I don't know the answer. I'm dying to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. What do you think this is all about? Okay, Chris Bosh. Now, Bosh was an All-NBA player. He was 4th in the NBA in PER in 2010. He then joins Miami with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James and all that. He's definitely relegated to the number 3 option. Still, I mean, one of the best number 3 offensive options, that I can remember. Well, after LeBron left, after the 2014 season, Chris Bosh, at only age 30, only played 97 more games ever again. And I understand he had a blood clot, whatever. But again, it's just another player, after playing with LeBron, couldn't mount anything for the rest of his career. And it was pretty short after that. Kevin Love. Kevin Love, at age 25, in 2014, he's second team All-NBA. He's second in the NBA in PER, and I think he was either number 2 or number 3 in value over replacement, if you believe in the metric stuff. Anyway, he's giving 26.1 points and 12.5 rebounds. That's Charles Barkley type production. I mean, that is tremendous. So then he plays with LeBron for 4 years, from 2015 to 2018. His ages is 26 to 29. There cannot be any doubt that's a player's prime years. Well, he averaged 17.25. That's about 9 points less per game, and 10.5 rebounds, which is 2 rebounds less per game. Not huge, but still a difference. Now, Kevin Love, after he got done playing with LeBron, I think he only played, he played 289 games in 6.5 seasons. So that comes out to averaging about 40 games a year. He would play in spurts. He could never really get anything going. Nothing to replicate this. I mean, this right here is excellent. And one year, I think he even had like 15 rebounds. I mean, Kevin Love was legit. But then he plays with LeBron James, career ruined. How does that happen? Okay, another guy I didn't put on the board, but Tristan Thompson, okay? He's a decent player. Wasn't like outstanding, but not bad. Not a bad guy to have on your team. Well, before LeBron came along, he was averaging 11.7 points and 9.3 rebounds. Very young. Him and Kyrie Irving were very young. Okay, they're on Cleveland, very young, blah, blah, blah. While playing with LeBron, he then goes to 7.5 points and 8.1 rebounds. So he's now giving you more than 4 less points per game and losing over a rebound per game while playing with LeBron. He was only 27 years old when LeBron left, and he hasn't played over 57 games since that happened. It's sporadic. I don't know if it was injury. I know he got suspended for steroids, which, I won't even touch that one. I understand they're good friends and all that, but I'll leave that one alone. But again, just another young player. Career was basically ruined, because of playing with LeBron James. I hope that 2016 championship was worth it, because he's not the only one. Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, both of them were never the same after that. How about Isaiah Thomas, a guy that doesn't really get talked about a lot? Well, the year before playing with LeBron in 2017, he's second team All-NBA. Another guy, second team All-NBA, joining LeBron James. He goes for 28.9 points per game. I mean, that's awesome. Well, he joins LeBron in 2018, and he only plays 15 games with LeBron. And I believe he got traded in the middle of the year. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Well, he was only 28 years old after he left playing with LeBron James. He only started 40 games the rest of his career. That's it. How does a guy go from 28.9 points per game to playing 15 games with LeBron James to only ever playing 40 games the rest of his career at age 28? How does that happen? How is that possible? I don't know the answer. I wish I did. Another guy here, Andre Drummond. Now, Andre Drummond in 2020 was giving 17.7 points and 15.2 rebounds per game. That's a monster. That led the NBA in rebounds per game. He goes to LA in 2021, and again, he's 27. That's it. The heart of your prime. So he's on the Lakers in his absolute prime year, basically. He averages only 11.9 points and 10.2 rebounds. He comes down 5.8 points and 5 rebounds a game. The best rebounder in the NBA, and that's what you turned him into? He leaves after that year at 28 years old. He never averages 10 plus rebounds again. How does that happen? It's mind-boggling to me. These guys had all the promise in the world. Larry Hughes, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas, Andre Drummond. What happened to them? After they played with LeBron, they were finished. I've never seen anything like it. It's just player after player. And these aren't just role players. These are really good players. All NBA, leading the league in rebounds, steals per game. These are high-level players. What happened? And then last but not least, you got Russell Westbrook. Now, I understand that Russell Westbrook in 2021 was 32 years old. Absolutely. I get that. Okay, so he's probably just starting to be outside his prime. However, this is a guy that averaged a triple-double in 2021. A triple-double for the whole season. And he didn't get like 10.1, or he was like 11.5 assists, 11.7 rebounds, 22.2 points. Yeah, 22.2 points, 11.5 rebounds, 11.7 assists. That's the most assists in the 21st century at age 32. At age 33, he goes to the Lakers. He goes down to 18.5 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 7.1 assists. Numbers just plummet. Well, after he leaves LeBron, now I understand he did play the 2021, the 2022, and part of the 2023 season. So that'd be his age 33 and 34 season. So he probably did lose some athleticism. Maybe some of that can be explained away. Although guys like Curry and Durant, they're scoring, doing their thing like always, basically. But Russell Westbrook never again would crack 20 points per game or 10 plus assists per game. Didn't happen. So I just do not understand how all these players come to play with LeBron. They are excellent before joining LeBron. Now, some of them were still excellent with LeBron, and some of them were, just kind of relegated, if you know what I mean, taking a lesser role, and they never recovered from that. They were used to, their game, playing their game. Now they're forced to play something different in a different system, all centered around LeBron James. And then for whatever reason, all these players, their careers are in the toilets after playing with LeBron. I've never seen anything like it. It boggles my mind. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I can't make sense of it. None of it does make any sense. And sure, there was other players and whatnot, but these here, it's just hard to get past when there's this many high-level players. Some of them weren't high level, like Drew Gooden. Sure, he was a solid role player, but he was definitely not high level. But his career was never the same after playing with LeBron. Neither was Mo Williams. These guys' careers were never the same after playing with LeBron James. I cannot put my finger as to why. Like I said, I'm really relying on a lot of you guys to tell me what happened here. And it's obvious that these guys, LeBron, another one of his real weaknesses that, isn't necessarily, well, I guess it is on the court, is the inability to maximize a player's skill. So if a player is a great rebounder, then not anymore. Not when you're playing with LeBron. Kevin Love, Andre Drummond, both those guys were cream of the crop rebounders in the NBA. Not anymore. Not after you play with LeBron, you're not. Larry Hughes, 22 points a game. Isaiah Thomas, 29 points a game. These are, premium scores. Not after playing with LeBron, he's not. Russell Westbrook, triple-double. I know he was probably stat padding. I get that. But still, not the same player. He never knew how to harness other players' skills to make them shine to help him more. No, he only knows how to play one way, the LeBron system, and you have to somehow fit into that system. In fact, I remember a quote that LeBron was telling Kevin Love, you need to fit in instead of fitting out, whatever the hell that means. Like, that's the guy's game. Figure it out. And he never could. He just could never figure it out. But he had all these high-level players. The only people, I think, that are the exception to this rule was Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis. And I think the reason was because both those guys started under the age of 25 playing with LeBron. I'm pretty sure that's why. They were young. You know what I mean? Their prime was ahead of them. Most of these guys, their prime was with LeBron James, and then or during it, whatever. And then as soon as they leave LeBron James, whether it's like the tail end of their prime or still in the middle of it in some cases, they just never became the player they were before playing with LeBron James. It's just crazy. I've never seen anything like it. I looked at other stars, just kind of like a sample, like an example comparison or whatever. And nobody has anything like this. It's just him. Nobody else. Look at the Lakers, 09 and 10, Kobe Bryant, right? They won the championship. Pau Gasol was still making All-NBAs well after he was playing with the Lakers. He continued, and he didn't make them before Kobe, but he certainly made them after Kobe. Andrew Bynum, he made an All-NBA and an All-Star, I think, after playing with Kobe. So these guys weren't done or nothing like that. I mean, if anything, they were the same, if not even a hair better. I don't know what to say about that. It's just crazy. And like I said, let me know in the comments what any of your guys' theory is as to why this happened. But it's nuts. Now, I knew about Larry Hughes, and I knew a little bit about Mo Williams, and obviously, Chris Bosh and Kevin Love. But I didn't realize so much about like Isaiah Thomas and Andre Drummond. Their careers fell apart after playing with LeBron. I mean, it's crazy. And Larry Hughes, I just knew that his numbers were down while he played with LeBron, he went down to like 15 points a game. That's like 1/3 of his offensive production gone. But I had no idea that his numbers just took a severe dip after playing with LeBron. And every one of these players right here, like I said, the only players that seemed to be the exception was Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis. And that's pretty much it. Unless there was a couple other younger players, like a Contavious Caldwell Pope or like an Alex Caruso, young players. They kind of seem to be immune from it for whatever reason. But anybody else if you played with LeBron James during your prime, your career was essentially over, a shell of what it was and what it could have been. I've never seen anything like it. It is simply extraordinary. I don't get it at all. I don't understand it. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Thank you for watching, and until next time.